So this is a classwork 3. So let me type in here. All right. So exponents. Right. We see the relation here for A. This is multiplication. So we multiply number with number, then we look for same base. So I have a half times 6. Well, that's just a 3. Right. So then we have m raised by 3, m raised by 3. So m raised by 3 means m times m times m 3 times. So multiply those two, we have m times m 6 times. So that's m, base is m, exponent is 3 plus 3 is 6. So multiplication of the same base, just add the exponents. Next, we look for n. Right, we still have n raised by 5 times n raised by -3. So we add those exponents. 5 plus -3 is 5 minus 3, which is 2. So the solution for A. For B, we have a -7 raised by 0. Or 7 raised by 0, just 1. So we get a -1. This negative is not being raised by 0. If we had -7 inside the parentheses raised by 0, and this will turn to +1 because 1, the negative sign is also raised by 0. But in here, for this one, so this negative sign we can think as a -1 times 7 raised by 0. Negative sign is not being raised by 0. Let's see D. We have fraction 3/5 raised by -2. So negative exponents, this means we flip over the numerator and denominator. So we have 5 divided by 3, now raised by +2. That's what negative exponents mean. Right? We flip numerator and denominator. So then we square 5, square 3. Right? Square 5, we get 25. Square 3, we get 9. And of course, in the middle, I put the equal sign. Those are all equal to each other. Let's see for E. For E, I have the denominator raised by -2. So that means I can flip to the numerator. I have 2 times x raised by -3, then y times y. Then raised by +2. Raised by +2, because I have everything raised by -2 in the denominator. Now I flip to the numerator and with a positive exponent. Now I can distribute this power 2 to everyone, to 2. So I get a 2 raised by square, that's 4. 4 times 5, 4 times is 5, I get 20. Then 2 times -3, x raised by -3, then raised by 2, that's -6. So x raised by -6, and I have x raised by 4 here. So x raised by 4, x raised by -3, 4 plus -6 is -2. -2 in the numerator indicates that goes to the denominator to be x squared. And the y term, I have y raised by 3 here, and a y squared here. So 3 plus 2, that's 5. So the answer for this one is 20, y raised by 5 divided by x squared. Let's see C. 3 times 5, that gives us 15. Then we look at base a squared times a raised by -2. 2 plus -2 is 0. A raised by 0 is 1. Right, 15 times 1, so let's write 15 times 1. So the a term becomes 1. Now b to the -4 times b to the 3. That's b to the negative 4 plus 3. Negative 4 plus 3, that's negative 1. So b raised by negative 1, let's write one time. Then we write as a 15 times 1 in the numerator. B to the negative 1 indicates b goes to the denominator with a positive 1. But positive 1 exponent, we just don't bother to write it. Just 15 divided by b. Now let's see f. The numerator is raised by negative 2. The denominator is raised by negative 2. You know, we can write it once. We can put it inside together. Then all raised by negative 2. Because by doing so, we can simplify the inside. 2 divided by 6, so we get a 1/3. Right, so 3 in the denominator. Then x raised by 3, x raised by negative 4, x raised by negative 4 in the denominator, flip to numerator. So we have x raised by 3 times x raised by positive 4. 3 plus 4 is 7, so x raised by 7. And the y term, y in the numerator will have y raised by negative 2. In the denominator, we'll have y raised by 4. So we want to write as y raised by 4 minus negative 2, become 4 plus 2, y raised by 6. So the answer for f is x raised by 7 divided by 3, y raised by 6. We want to write this in decimal notation, right? Negative times positive, so get a negative number. And we have 1, 2, but the decimal is here, right, before 2. Then 10 raised by 4, that means 4 zeros followed by 1. 4 zeros followed by 1. So 1.2, we're starting from the point, we add 3 zeros. So 1, 2, 3. Because this 1 point cancels just 1 0. So negative 12 times 1,000, negative 12,000. We put a comma here. 3, we want to write this into scientific notation. Scientific notation is made up by 2 numbers, right? The first number can be positive or can be negative, but the number itself has to be bigger than 1, less than 2. So we would pick 5.67. 5.67. So this is a point here, right? Because this number is in between 1 and 10. Then multiply by 10 raised by, we have the count. Because we put a decimal point after 5, so we moved to the right 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We moved the decimal 7 places to the right. So that means 10 raised by negative 7. So this is number 10. This is 5.67 times 10 raised by negative 7. Scientific notation. Okay, last one. We want to write those two into scientific notation. So first, we think 76 times 8. 76 times 8, that's a 608. Right. Then how many zeros? We have a 3, 6, we have 9 zeros. 9 zeros means multiply by 10 raised by 9. Now, 608 is too big. The first number has to be in between 1 and 10. So we make a 6.08 times 100. Right? 100 is 10 raised by 2. Then multiply by the 10 raised by 9 we had before, 10 raised by 9. This is multiplication sign. 10 raised by 2, 10 raised by 9. So that's 10 raised by 2 plus 9, which is 10 raised by 11. So we get 6.08 times 10 raised by 11. Okay,